You are listening to the Mid-State League Weekly, covering Harvard's preparatory school athletics, and I will be taking you around the Mid-State League. Hello, my name is Willie Stimage. Thank you guys for tuning in. Today is Sunday, October the 16th, 2016. Thanks for listening, you guys. We got a short show for you today, and we're going to dive right into it. Harvard's preparatory school played Friday night, and they handled Grove City Christian convincingly, 55-0. And I'd have to say, Harvard's Prep put Grove City on notice Friday. We came to play. We didn't come to play around, but we came to play, and it was hard for Grove City Christian to even score. Good outing, good outcome, great effort out of the team. Every game you see Daniel Ben-Gura, he comes the ball out. He always bring his A game, and not saying, not putting all the other players down, but he came to play, and every game he gives a great effort. That's what I like to see. I like to see teams with effort. I like to see competition. I was watching Clemson and Louisville. That game went down to the wire. It was total competition. One team is competing with the other team. The same thing with basketball is the same way. I like to see good competition. But 55-0, come on. Seriously, you need to compete. Maybe your team needs some help. I don't know what the situation is, but I like competition. I was a guy 5'8" back in the day, and I played basketball in high school. And we used to play like pickup basketball, 5-on-5, 3-on-3, and there were some guys 6'8", 6'5", and I was only 5'8". And the team that I picked said, wow, these guys are big. I said, it don't matter how big they are, and we're going to win this game because, I don't have no fear when it comes to playing basketball. I will take it to anybody. And that's the kind of effort I need to see. Just because it's Harvard's Prep, Grove City could have, made an effort. And maybe some other flaws or some other things that's going on. I don't know what it is, but 55-0. I didn't see the effort. They was deflated. They was deflated, and didn't know where to get back up to compete anymore. Harvard's Prep really hasn't been challenged in the Mid-State League. Other than Worthington Christian, they won about 10 points. I think it was 30-20. But every other Mid-State League team is actually, one game was 84-0. This game was 55-0. What's going to happen next week when they play Fisher Catholic? I guess Fisher Catholic need to come with the A game and ready to play, because these guys got their feet on the gas pedal. They're going all the way to the Mid-State League Championship and probably the playoffs. But I need you guys to circle Saturday, October the 29th on your calendar. Circle that on your calendar. I'm feeling real confident about this game with Fairfield Christian. And I think Prep and Christian are running neck and neck in the Mid-State League. But that game's going to come down to who wants it more, who wants it the baddest, who wants to come out with the victory. And I'll be there personally with that game. I will not miss that game for anything. And good competition. I like to see good competition. Going back to the game, let's get into some recap here. Harvard's Prep 55, Grove City Christian 0. Daniel Ben-Gura, he rushed for 315 yards, and he had 7 touchdowns as Prep routed Grove City Christian 55-0. In the Mid-State League Cardinal Division, Ben-Gura scored on runs of 23 yards, 2 yards, 25 yards, and 22 yards. And in the first 11 minutes, as the Warriors built a 28-0 lead, Harvard's Prep finished with a total of 424 yards rushing and 490 yards total yards, compared with Grove City Christian's 100 yards. Recapping the game breakdown, Daniel Ben-Gura 23-yard run. Jose Garcia with the kick. 7-0. Daniel Bangura 2-yard run. Jose Garcia with the kick. Harvest Prep 14. Grove City Christian 0. And then Daniel Bangura 25-yard run. Jose Garcia with the kick. 21-0. And Daniel Bangura 22-yard run. Jose Garcia with the kick. It's 28-0 in the second quarter with 11 minutes to go. And then Savon Mitchell got in on the action. He caught a 21-yard pass from Jay Lipsy. Jose Garcia with the kick in the second period. 7:55 to go. And then Darryl Bangura with a 4-yard run, but the kick was failed with 59 seconds to go. And that brings us to a 41-0 halftime lead by Harvest Prep. And so after that, I think the clock just ran constantly in the second half with a 41-0 lead. And coming out of the second half, Bangura with a 44-yard run, Garcia with the kick, 8:22 left in the third quarter, and then Bangura capped it off with an 18-yard run, Garcia with the kick, and we are still in the third quarter. And I think that was 55-0, but there's nothing else to report because this was already a blowout. And I think the second unit got in to get some playing time, And it is what it is. I mean, 55-0. Total yards, Harvest Prep 490. Grove City Christian only have 100. First downs, Harvest Prep had 19. Grove City Christian had 8 yards, 8 first downs. Rushing for yards, Harvest Prep 35 rushes, 424 yards. Grove City Christian 26 rushes, 56 yards. Average rush 12.11 for Harvest Prep, 2.15 for Grove City Christian. Passing yards, Harvest Prep 66, Grove City Christian 44. And personal stats, Harvest Prep, Jamal Lipsy, 4 attempts, 3 completions, 66 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Daniel Bangura, 23 rushes, 315 yards, average of 13.7 yards a carry, and 7 touchdowns. Grove City Christian, Caleb Sullivan, 19 attempts, 5 completions, total of 44 yards. He had 2 picks. And Kent Wrightsell had 8 attempts for 48 yards and no touchdowns for him. And that's the wrap-up for Harvest Prep football. Like I said, these guys control their own destiny. They went out, who knows? Just need to just come out and be focused and just play their game. Other scores for Harvest Prep, let's see. Tuesday, October the 11th, girls volleyball, Fairfield Christian 3, Harvest Prep 0. In 3 sets. That's 25-10, 25-11, 25-16. And Thursday, October the 13th, boys soccer, West Jefferson 6, Harvest Prep 2. And those are the games that went on this week in Harvest Prep sports. I want to give out some Warrior champions. Urban Meyer gives out the Buckeye Leaves and Buckeye Champions for the outstanding players of the week. And I want to give out some Warrior champions. Rashawn Harris, 2 solo tackles, 1 assist on the tackle. James McDonald, 4 carries for 27 yards. Teron McPherson, 2 solo tackles and 1 interception. Daquan Owens Johnson, 2 solo tackles, along with Nigel Jackson, Gabe Pierce, and Kaleem Jackson. And Gabe and Kaleem had 1 assist, along with 2 solo tackles. Earl Grant had 4 solo tackles. Isaiah Grisby, Antoine Reynolds, Mikhail Goins, London Price, and Zion Bangura all had 1 solo tackle. Jamal Lipsy was 4 attempts, 3 completions, 66 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. He rushed for 3 times for 8 yards. Savon Mitchell, 2 catches for 21 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 solo tackles, 1 assist, and 1 pick. Those are some good numbers there. Daniel Ben-Gur, the usual 23 rushes, 315 yards, 7 touchdowns. Jose Garcia, 7 extra points. We give him a Warrior champ. Isaiah Mullen, 1 attempt, 1 completion, 18 yards. And on the defensive end, 7 solo tackles with 1 assist on the tackle. And these are your Harvest Prep Warrior champions for the week. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, who all won their games in the Mid-State League this week? We'll be back to tackle that. This is Mid-State League Weekly. My name is Willie Stimage. Okay, thank you guys for jumping back on board. This is our second segment here. Segment number 2, we're going to go around the league and recap you on who won their games and who didn't win their games. Sticking with the football schedule, Friday, Columbus Academy took on Burn Union. The final score was Columbus Academy 50, Burn Union 14. Roman Belisari ran for 3 first quarter touchdowns, and Columbus Academy jumped into a 44-0 halftime lead in routing host Burn Union in a non-league game Friday night. Belisari scored on runs from 59, 10 yards, and 20 yards. He also returned an interception for 32 yards. For a score in the second quarter. He finished with a total of 124 yards rushing, and Josh Pearson also ran for 2 scores, while John Shinano caught a 21-yard touchdown pass. Jacob Ricker rushed for 160 yards and 2 late scores for Burn Union. And Burn Union suffers another loss as Columbus Academy wins this game outright. I'm moving right along here. Fairfield Christian took on Fisher Catholic. Final score, Fairfield Christian 34, Fisher Catholic 0. Just to highlight some of the game stars there. Isaac Nair, 18-yard pass from Caleb Lundenhall. Luke Hoover, 23-yard run. Logan Roca, 20-yard pass from Caleb Lundenhall. Isaac Nair, 81-yard pass from Caleb Lundenhall. Luke Hoover, 15-yard field goal. And Isaac Nair, 80-yard interception run for the Fairfield Christian Knights. And they come out victorious, 34-0 over Fisher Catholic. Moving right along here, Worthington Christian took on Middlesport. Final score, Worthington Christian 41, Middlesport 14. The quarterback from Worthington Christian, Joe Greenwood, threw for 2 touchdown passes, and he ran for another score to lead Worthington Christian over Middlesport in a Mid-State League Cardinal Division matchup. Greenwood hit Isaac Wilson for a 79-yard pass, scoring late. That was a scoring drive late in the first quarter. He also ran 58 yards for a touchdown in the second quarter, and he found Reed Tucker for a 28-yard touchdown pass right before halftime. Nathan Sandusky also rushed for a total of 166 yards and 2 touchdowns for Middlesport. But I think it was a little too late for Middlesport as Grove City Christian came out victorious 41-14. Other scores in the Mid-State League. Tuesday, October 11th, girls soccer. Fisher Catholic 9, Heath 0. For Fisher Catholic, Quaintance, Kennedy, Christie, and Ortez and Burley all had 1 goal, 2 points. Tobin had 2 goals, 4 points. Rose had 3 goals, 6 points. For Worthington Christian, defeated Watkins Memorial 3-2. For Worthington Christian, Ringstadt, Todd, Ellie Myers all had 1 goal, 2 points. And Bowers had 12 saves for Worthington Christian. Watkins Memorial, Irvin, and LaGreca had 1 goal, 2 points. Rochemere had 12 saves for Watkins Memorial. Tuesday, October 13th, Columbus School of Girls won. Fisher Catholic won. Columbus School of Girls, Kay Presper, 1 goal, 2 points. Elisa Epps had 6 saves. And Fisher Catholic Quaintance, 1 goal, 2 points. And Frank had 16 saves. Worthington Christian 4, Bishop Reddy 1. Bishop Reddy Myers had 1 goal, 2 points. Lloyd had 14 saves. Worthington Christian, Ringstadt, and Rakes had 1 goal, 2 points. Todd had 2 goals, 4 points. And Bowers had 2 saves. Moving on to boys soccer, Worthington Christian 4, Westerville North 1. Westerville North, Grant had 1 goal, 2 points, and Malcolm had 1 save. And Worthington Christian, Carey, Bechnell, S. Smith, and L. Smith all had 1 goal, 2 points, and Sanders had 7 saves. Your volleyball scores for this week. Grove City Christian took on Burn Union. Final score, Grove City Christian 3, Burn Union 2. And Worthington Christian took on Whitehall. Final score, Worthington Christian 3, Whitehall nothing. Worthington Christian scored on 3 sets, 25-14, 25-13, 25-14. Grove City Christian took on Fairfield Christian. Your final score was Fairfield Christian 3, Grove City Christian 1. Okay, those are your scores for the week. Coming up next, we're going to give you some stats that's going to blow your mind and some of the upcoming games that's coming up in the Mid-State League. This is the Mid-State League Weekly. My name is Willie Stimage.
First down and 10, handoff, Bangura left side, cuts up, first down and more. Gets to the 30, 20, 10, 5, and touchdown. Had a couple guys around in there for the opportunity to bring him down. However, he was not brought down. So, touchdown. 47 on the board.
Some of them do, some of them don't.
Okay, we are back. Thank you guys for jumping back on here. This is the last and final segment as we give you announcement and news from around the Mid-State League. First of all, we're going to start off with some stats here that's going to blow your mind. Daniel Bangura, the junior phenom of Harvest Prep School, Harvest Preparatory School. This guy, let me give you his stats for all 8 games as of every, his season thus far comes down to this right here. So let me just share this with you guys. Week 1, they played Bexley. Bangura rushed for 23 yards, 140 rush for 23 rushes, 23 rushes, 141 yards, 2 touchdowns against Bexley, an average of 5 yards a carry. Week 2, he rushed for 45 times, 311 yards, 6.9 yards a carry, 3 touchdowns versus Franklin Heights. Week 3, he rushed 40 times for a total of 395 yards, 9.9 yards a rush, 4 touchdowns versus Bishop Rosecrans. Week 4, he rushed 38 times for a total of 412 yards. That's an average of 10.8 yards a rush, 5 touchdowns against Worthington Christian. Week 5, 21 rushes, 324 yards, an average of 15.8 yards a rush, 4 touchdowns against Madison Plain, and his longest touchdown was 78 yards in that game. His longest run was 78 yards in that game against Madison Plain. Week 6, he rushed 16 times for 312 yards, an average of 19. Listen to this, 19.5 yards. That's almost 20 yards a carry. He had 4 touchdowns in that game against Millersport. Week 7, he rushed 18 times for 306 yards. Total of an average of 17 yards a carry. Wow. 17 yards a carry. He had a total of 7 touchdowns versus Burn Union. And this past week against Grove City Christian, he rushed 23 times for a total of 315 yards, an average of 13.7 yards a carry, and he had 7 touchdowns in that game. This is Daniel Ben-Gura, your junior running back. Let me give you his total numbers for these past 8 games. As of today, he's rushed 224 times for a total of 2,516 yards and a total of 36 touchdowns for this football campaign. Let me give you the numbers again. That's 224 yards rushing for a combined total of 2,516 yards and a total of 36 touchdowns. This guy is on pace to rush for at least 3,000 yards or more this year. Harvest Prep remaining games. Friday, they'll be taking on Fisher Catholic on the 21st. At Harvest Prep, that game kicks off at 7 p.m. And Saturday, October 29th, is the final game. They'll be at Fairfield Christian, and I'll advise you guys to come out and watch that contest. It should be a pretty good game. Let me give you the Mid-State League standings as we speak today. I'm going to take you through your overall standings and then your conference standing. Overall, Fairfield Christian is 7-1. Harvest Prep is 5-3. Worthington Christian is 4-4. Burn Union is 3-5. Fisher Catholic is 1-7. Grove City Christian is 1-7. And rounding up the bottom is Millersport, which is 0-8. And these are your conference standings. Fairfield Christian is 4-0. Harvest Prep is 4-0, so they're tied for first place. Worthington Christian is 3-1. Burn Union is 2-2. Fisher Catholic is 1-4. Grove City Christian is 1-4. And Millersport is 0-4 in the conference standing. Next week, Mid-State League matchups on Friday, October the 21st. Millersport will be at Burn Union, 7 p.m. kick. Fairfield Christian will be at Worthington Christian. That should be a pretty good game. That is 7 p.m. Fisher Catholic will be at Harvest Prep, 7 p.m. And Grove City Christian will be in a non-conference league game against Grandview Heights. That game is at 7 p.m. Okay, we're winding it down today. Your announcement and news this week. Fairfield Christian is hosting a volleyball tournament Monday, October 17th, 2016. Your time to be announced. You can look that up on Fairfield Christian's website. And Millersport having a Mid-State League Cardinal Division volleyball tournament championship Monday, October 17th, 5:30 to 6:30 is at Millersport High School gym. 7th grade championship game is 5:30. 8th grade championship game is 6:30. And the Mid-State League Cardinal Division volleyball tournament at Granville Christian Monday, October 17th, 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. That's going to be at Grandview Christian High School. And you can find more information on Millersport website. Okay, guys, that's a wrap for today. We thank you guys for tuning in. I want to give a shout out to the Ohio High School Athletic Association in conjunction and connection with the Ohio Prep Sports Writers Association, which I am a proud member of. They gave me opportunity to write article in the paper, but I chose to do podcasts, and I really appreciate what they have done for me. So we thank you guys for listening. We're gonna wrap this up, but we're gonna actually just give a shout out to all the Mid-State League teams, all the coaching staff. They've done a real good job with these guys, and we just salute you. We thank you. So with that being said, you guys have a great week. We'll see you next week, and until then, have a great week. This has been the Mid-State League Weekly. My name is Willie Stimage.